Hi everybody, and welcome to my reading. I'm doing another card reading. I just feel like the energy of where I need to be right now is outside. Spirit has been telling me that it's time to get outside, and that may be a message for all of y'all. It's time for you to get outside, get more clarity. The message, if you're new to this channel, it is going to be a general collective reading. I use the Oracle of Mystical Moments, and I also use some index cards that I've created myself that provide some different kinds of energies, and you will see how it goes basically. So the sun is coming down right now. I feel like there's going to be something that's going to be illuminated to you. It's going to be very bright. It's going to be shining on you. And the first messages that I got earlier when I was doing the reading and then I had to be interrupted, and I thought, you know what, I'll just do it in my car. It's just easier. So you could start something and then decide to start it over again. You could begin something and be like, wait a minute, let me do something over again. So, but the first messages that I was getting was falling or fallen, in whatever way that is for you. Something could be falling. You could be feeling like you're falling. Alice in Wonderland was another reference that I was getting, like falling down the rabbit hole type situation. Like that, maybe not you, could be a situation, could be someone else. The Fallen could be relevant. The song by Garth Brooks, you might like country music, you don't have to. The song I Got Friends in Low Places could be relevant. The name Garth or Brooks could also be relevant to you. The 1960s was another channeled message I was getting. Either you have some nostalgia about the 1960s, you were born in the 1960s, you had a past life in the 1960s, or something that's going on right now, because it's about a current situation, has to do with the 1960s. Because Spirit was telling me to focus on the current situation, and one of my placeholder cards that I use for energy is current situation. So we have to focus on the current situation. Okay, so those are the messages that I was getting ahead of time. Let's get into it. Let's find out what the current situation is pertaining to. Please and thank you, Spirit. What is the current situation pertaining to? Something is going to be very enlightening, I feel like. Yeah, Touch the Sky is very hermit type energy. Even though I don't use tarot cards, the tarot energies do show up in the readings. Touch the Sky, number 32, breaks down to a 5, which is all about change and adaptability. There's a 3 in it, which is all about creativity. It could be about communication. And I feel like with this energy, it is about getting some downloads and some inner wisdom communication about a situation. And then 2 is all about your balance. And it could also be about 2 people, or it could be about a partnership. It doesn't have to be, but it could feel like that, having 2 things coming together in this current situation. So a lot of knowledge about what might feel like a conflict to you that's going on, a struggle of some type. Doesn't have to be bad, but you're going to get illuminated to it with this bright sunshine coming down. Okay, and then I'm just going to start pulling some energetic from the oracle cards to set up what else we need to learn about it. Then I'm going to pull the root. The tool. I'm going to pull the tool that we need to be learning from our 7 chakras. Okay, we'll just start off with this. Yep, I saw that earlier. Oh, good. We're getting some of the same cards that I had when I had to stop my reading and I decided to come over here and do it. Okay, awesome. At least one of the same cards anyway. Okay, so the tool that Spirit wants us to utilize in this energy for the current situation that we need to be focusing on, where we're going to be getting a lot of guidance from our higher self, from our wisdom that we gained, that we've learned about a situation. Oh, okay, I'll pick this up in a second. Okay, so the tool is your sacral chakra, being very creative. Okay, so that's the tool that we're going to be utilizing in this. And then, hold on. And then the lesson that is going to be taught to us through the 7 deadly sins is going to be, because they always teach us what we need to understand better about ourselves or a situation. Greed, and I did get this in the cards that I had pulled before. So Earth provides enough for us to sustain every man's need, but not every man's greed. So something about not having enough or something being out of balance and having too much of something is the lesson. Okay, and then the Chinese zodiac sign that is going to be leading us in their wisdom, guiding us in this, is going to be the horse. And this is the energy that I had pulled before, also in the reading that I had to stop, that I got interrupted in, and I just thought I'll start over. So this is very independent energy. You could be born in the year of the horse. It's very powerful, it's beautiful, and it's all about your freedom. And it's the 7th lineup in the Chinese zodiac. You could be born in the year of the horse. You don't have to be. The negative side of it is, the flip side of it, it can be stubborn, needy, clingy, impatient, cunning, and prefers to be a loner. That could be the greedy side of this energy that's teaching us a lesson. And in the numerology, and Spirit had asked me to pull 2 numbers. So what are the numbers that are going to be guiding us in numerology? Please and thank you, Spirit. 11, master number 11. You could be a master, you could be a life path master number 11. You don't have to be. Master numbers are made up of 2 numbers. The 11 is made up of the 1 and the 2. So it is a high level of spiritual significance. It's very innovative. So this is something that's you're in a very innovative situation. You need to be very innovative in this situation. It's a bridge between the physical and the spiritual. It's very psychic and delivering cosmic truths. So now that and then the second one is going to be, because I said 2, number 9, the year that we're in. So we're in the year of the 9. And you could be a life path 9. You don't have to be. It is all about humanitarian energy. It is very wise. It is the sage. It is also, number 9 is the Hermit in the tarot. And I said this card's very much like the Hermit. It's very sacrificial, being very, sacrificing through ascension. It's very spiritual. This is very spiritual. And it's about completing cycles and ending them so that you can set up for a new one. Okay, and we're in the year of the 9. I said that. Okay, so, I've got that. And the main elements that are going to be the main element that is guiding this reading is going to be water, something very emotional. And the secondary is passionate, which makes sense because we did pull the sacral chakra. So something that's very passionate also could be very spiritual. And it's being driven by your emotions. The situation is very emotional in that sense. Okay, so we have the water here. I'm going to put the secondary element over here so I can see it. And yes, okay. Oh, I lied. Let's do the message. I was like, I'm done reading. I'm going to read the cards. No, I need to do the messages. Sorry. Okay. Again, you might be getting interrupted. You might be like in a situation, because this is interesting energy. So you're dealing with master number. So this is a very high level energy. It's a master energy number that we're dealing with, 1s and 2s. So something that's very powerful and innovative, and also something that is like 2 things coming together potentially. Like 2 sides maybe two ideas. It could be to a family situation dynamic where two sides of the family don't agree and they're finally coming together. It could be something like that. It could be a relationship in whatever way where they're finally coming together. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I'm just going to start putting these out here. Oh, interesting. Oh, that came out in reverse. That's so interesting. That came in reverse. Okay, and iconic. Whew. All right, let's do this. Let me keep this out. Okay, so while we're focusing on the current situation, using our inner wisdom, and having defined boundaries while doing this, because this is like there's a line right here, and you're allowing for people to have access to you with boundaries. So as you can kind of see, like the two sides right here in this current situation. Number 3, Sleeping Beauty's dream. Your dreams, your creativity. If you are irritated by every rub, how will your mirror be polished? So you've had a lot of challenges in your dreams for what you want for yourself, for the dreams that you have for your creativity. Maybe you've been challenged a lot in that. 3, could be getting the communication through your dreams right now about how maybe you need to face, some of y'all need to face your mirror. I keep getting that message. It's about the inner work and rising to the challenges of this in this sleeping. So there's going to be some communication, or you're going to have some creative bursts. Okay, so some of you guys in this current situation where you're getting this master number level and this you're ascending through challenges, you're going to have some challenging situations that's going to lead to a lot of creativity, that's going to lead a lot to unlocking this dream state of creativity. And it is going to be so fulfilling to you in this. And it's like a lot of transformation. This card is all about Scorpionic energy. Number 42, the changing of the seasons. 42 breaks down to a 6, which is very harmonious and very loving. 4 is all about your foundation. It's very stable, it's very practical, and it's a very loyal energy. And 2 is all about this partnership that I feel like the balance that is there. So obedient was in reverse. So this is like being really flexible, not necessarily have to be sticking to a script. You can go off script in this. And with the things that are being thrown at you, you're having a lot of things thrown at you, like in this picture, to be able to get to your creativity, to be able to have your dreams fulfilled in whatever way that is. You're going to need to be more flexible in this and go with the flow and ascending through challenges, possibly maybe even doing some sacrifice. But it's very spiritual. What you're doing is guided very much by spirit. And like I said, I had said before, there's going to be some illumination with the sun coming through here that's beating down on me. Miss Sunshine, number 17. 17, a 1 and a 7 adds, you add them together, that's an 8. So this is about infinite energy. It's very karmic. It's about your abundance pertaining to that. 1 is very powerful. 7 is very spiritual. Like I said, higher level learning. You're going to learn something that is going to help you get to the next level, attain your dreams that you're wanting for yourself, and whatever this, I feel like, again, I feel like there's two sides to a situation, whether it be a contract or two sides of something, coming together, finding compromise. The Eye of the Dragon was in reverse. So in this case, if you, so like the opposite, like the Eye of the Dragon is like a sharp focus type situation. So either something about last year is opposite. So something about last year you weren't as focused on. That now you didn't have your eye on something the way that you should have, and now you will this year. And it's going to bring a lot of clarity. You're going to go from darkness to light, and the sun is going to be shining down on something that maybe you didn't see last year. You weren't so clear. You didn't have your eye fixated on it. And it is like the arrows of desire. So you're like very fixed, like it's going to wake you up. It's when this gets illuminated, like it's going to be like a wake up call, or you're going to all of a sudden get this incredible drive to do something. Some of you might be driving somewhere. I don't know. There's going to be like sorry about my hair looking crazy with the sunlight and everything in here. You're going to have this incredible drive to do something, or you could be driving somewhere. And this desire, this pinpoint, all of a sudden this clarity that you're going to get is like a gift. It's going to be very, I said whimsical. This car is all about whimsy. And I said that Alice in Wonderland was relevant. So it might be like going down a rabbit hole for you in some respects. 23 breaks down to a 5, which is very much about, it can be very curious, about curiosity. But it is all about adaptability, and it's a lot of change, and it can be a lot of adventure, which Alice in Wonderland was like all about adventurous. 2 is again about balance and potentially two things coming together. Could be like a partnership or two sides meeting in the middle type situation. And then 3 is all about communication and your creativity. We're getting some repeat of 3s out here. So this, all of a sudden, it's like you're going to come online and you're going to realize, oh, this is what I need to do. This is what needs to be fixed. This is the path we need to go down. You're going to see it. It's going to get illuminated because you're really in touch with your higher self. And there is going to be a burst of, if you can see that, burst of Under My Umbrella number 20. This card is very similar to the 6 of Pentacles, which is equal give and take, of like a partnership, or like you're putting something equally in and you're getting something back the same way that you're putting it in. So it's not wasted. And there's going to be a burst of this. So when you start to see, when you come online and you realize, oh, this is where I need to go, this is how I need to fix this, this is the path I need to be on, this is who I need to talk to, this is what I need to use, whatever, utilize my tool, like we're using, this is about creativity, and this is your sacral chakra. So this is but it's learning how to do this through sacrifice. And you're going to be very wise, making a lot of wise choices because you have that capability, you have that knowledge. And it is going to be very much like bringing something together, bridging something together that's going to bring like a lot of eye-opening truths. That's why there's the sun here. And this is going to happen very fast. This balance of this equal give and take is going to be like explosive when you come online and you go, oh, this is how I need to do this. And you're going to find like a balance in your life like you've never felt before, which is kind of cool. It feels pretty good. And it is going to ultimately lead you to your pure nature, which is 7, which is very spiritual. And in the reading that I had pulled before, the two numbers that I pulled were 7 and 3. And you see how the 7 came up and we're getting repetitive 3s in here. So the remnants of that reading is still in this. It's very iconic. So the revelation that you're going to discover, for some of you, there's a spiritual partnership or a spiritual like destiny to self-discover something about yourself that is very iconic. Some of you might have been an icon in a past life, or you did something very iconic in a past life. That's not for everybody. Could have had to do with the 1960s, or something that's going on right now is very iconic, like the 1960s to you in your life. That's like that. And this is going to, this is leading to a very spiritual information that's blooming, that is like, it's almost like, I don't know why this song is coming through. A whole new world. Da 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 da. Da, da, da. If you've ever seen Aladdin, like that, a whole new world. It's like that. It's like a whole new self-discovery, a whole new path, a whole new, it could be collaboration. But the lesson is greed. And this is very emotional. So I'm just going to straight channel this part of it. Before I pull a card for clarification. For some of y'all, greed was a big lesson to learn. You might have gotten very entangled in what I like to call the matrix, in the world, and in the material, Madonna, material world. You might have gotten in, it could have been from a past life. This could be your karma, or you could have, somebody who was very greedy robbed you of something, and now you're here to fulfill something. In that way, like something, either you, take it how it resonates, either you're learning the lesson of this over, either you experienced a huge lack, and now you're getting the balance in your life. It's going to get illuminated how to solve this problem, how to solve this riddle. And you're going to get this burst of justice. Like everything's going to start balancing out right. The energy that you're going to put in is finally going to start coming back in the way that you put it in. So that's what you want. And it's going to lead to this incredible blooming in your life of this pure. It's going to be very pure. It's going to be happen naturally, organically, in a way that you're going to just self-discover it. Like I'm saying, like it's not going to be something that's, I hate to say this, it's almost like it's not something that's of this world. It's going to be something that you're going to be 7 energy. These 9 and 11 are very spiritual, so is 7. It's a creative, it's almost very curious. When you're going to be like, oh, this is so, it's like similar to Alice in Wonderland, in that way that it's kind of like going down a rabbit hole. I'm not saying it's exactly like that. So let's clarify the lesson of greed in this reading. What does it have to do with specifically spirit? Okay. It's telling me all 3 of these cards. Okay. Butterfly Garden, which is temperance, finding your balance, finding a middle ground, and we do have 11 here. I'm not going to go into all the numbers in here. We're just going to home in the sky. So being able to, this is very stable energy, being able to find your niche wherever. Find where your home is, where the heart is. So finding your balance in any situation and making it feel very homey, because the home is your castle. Oh, wow. Some of y'all got a home taken away from you. Some of y'all, this is not for everybody. Some of y'all might have actually quite literally been robbed of either your home, your balance, or your life in a past life. So now you're here to get that back. Basically, like Spirit is here to help you get this gift that you should have been yours, but it was taken away from you by greed, or either you're learning a lesson of fixating too much in the material world and you over consumed, or you didn't want to share, or you felt like you needed to keep things close to you. You didn't want to, and you were fixated on the wrong things, and it took away your balance. It took away your home and your skills of being able to build a stable foundation. This is builder, master number 2, builder energy, even though it doesn't have anything to do with the numbers down here, but it is very master number built. It's also the Hierophant and the Empress energy together. So it tainted that capability of yours, and it took your home away. And your home energy can be anything. Can be your life, can be your livelihood, can be your foundation, can be everything and anything. And when you are on whatever side of the coin that is, it's like there was a robbery, almost like you got robbed. Either you did the robbing or someone robbed you. And this is about working to get that back. And you're going to wake up to that. It's pretty cool, actually. You're going to it's going to just, the best way I can say is you're going to come online. You're going to be you're going to awaken to it. Like this sun is hitting me, and I'm trying really hard to sit up. But this is the representation that Spirit wanted to physically have you see this, how it is going to illuminate a situation to you and for you. And there's going to be a lot of change, and it is going to cause a situation to look nothing like it does now, for the better, for the better. And you had to go through a lot of work to get here. You took a lot of hits in your, the way that you moved, and your creativity and your dreams and how you cultivate. You took a lot of hits for that. But there's a reason why you needed to go through that, so that you get to this level in your life, so that Spirit can hand you this gift that you so greatly deserve and you've earned. And I hope everybody has a great day. Thank you so much for stopping by. And I send you all of my positive energy and love. And I hope this finds you in a good place. And I hope to see you again. Bye.